Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gamers Show. My name is Gray, and this is the ELITEcast. And tonight, I'm joined by my regular co-host and good friend, Macebyte. Mace, how you doing?
I'm great, Gray. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. Now, Mace says he's doing great, but Mace has been suffering a little under the weather. So, if he's not like actually making twice as much money as I am tonight, you'll know why. Um, hey, Mace. I always like to get you into the chat. So this is just your weekly reminder to pull up the YouTube chat so you can see it as well.
Good
Because
idea.
we like to say hi to everybody in the chat. And with that, before we get started, like we do every week, I got some new news this week. Mace doesn't even know this news. So you guys always hear me talking about patreon.com/good game, right? Well, we have some great patrons like Tim Johnson and Victor Kaleka.
I'm great,
And
Gray. How are you? And I'm doing
oh,
great.
Mace, you got to mute it. 'Cause
Sorry.
I'm hearing myself.
Sorry about that. Now it's muted.
Hey, that was me 30 seconds ago. In any case, back to what I was saying. But it's like I just felt like we need to give them something back. So I spent several hours over the weekend working on something, and it's not released yet, but it's going to be released in the next few days. And this is a way that we can give back to our patrons. So I want to talk about that right now. And it's also a way, if anybody just wants to throw $1 at us and not do the $1 a month thing, they can also do it. So what I've done is I've created several Vimeo videos on demand series. And so every month, our patrons who sign up at the $5 a month mark, they will get a free code to download our videos ad-free, DRM free. They can not only download them, they can share them with their friends. Maybe they got friends that are trying to get into Elite and they think, hey, episode 15 was really cool. I'm going to send it to my friends. Totally DRM free. They don't need YouTube Red. They don't need any of that. And this is going to be a free gift to them. But also, anybody who just wants to throw us $1 and say, I like what you're doing, here's $1, they're going to be able to buy almost every one of our videos for $1. So if they say, I really like that episode where they tried to activate that alien thing, here's $1. I get the 2-hour episode DRM free. So this is all going to be rolling out on Vimeo this week. And we'll talk more about it next week after it's all launched. But if you are a current Patreon backer of us, Mace and I, at patreon.com/good game, you're going to start getting free stuff, free video downloads. And these downloads not only include the ELITEcast, but they'll also include the tips and tutorials we've done. So far, we have 18 tips and tutorials over 3 hours of tips and tutorials. Now, again, if you just want to throw us $3 or $4, you'll be able to buy that and then share those videos with all your friends. So very cool. So we'll have more about this next week once it's launched, but we have 3 ELITEcasts, 5 episodes per video on demand. Then we have the how-to Elite, how to play Elite Dangerous, 3 hours there. 2 Guys in Space series, the whole series, 9 episodes, and then our tips and tutorials. The nice thing about the tips and tutorials one is we keep adding to that. So if you make the $4 donation now, or I think it's $4 or $5, you get all the future videos too, all ad-free, DRM-free, and all that. So, but the predominant reason for doing this is to thank our backers. Just to thank them for throwing us $1 or $2 every month. With that said,
Nice.
I do want to thank. I also want to thank the people who used my affiliate link. Elite Dangerous went on sale recently on the PC, and I did a PSA on that. And some of the folks that watched it actually used our link to purchase Elite, and we made like $3 or $4 from that. I know it's not a lot of money, but when you're saving up to expand the channel, every little bit helps. So thank you to everybody who's done that. And then finally, I just want to shout out to all the great people who's commented on the channel this week. Michael Smith, we got Just a Guy, we got Almont, we got McGaddy Seal, We got Firmicute. Now he was saying, hey, in your mining made easy, right? You looked over an asteroid full of panite and went for platinum. But isn't panite better? And I said, you know what? You got a great point. You have to have really good eyes to see that. But what I was trying to do is I was trying to use up more exploration limpets than my controller would handle, so that the first one would go offline, so it would fail. So I wanted to show, and I had a big one. I had one that did 4, so I had to do 5 to get that to happen. So that's why I did that. But good point. Panite is better than platinum. And Magadisi, how did I mess that up? Magadie Seal back again. Thank you. And Mr. Hemperly, I don't know if I said that right. Eric Mallet and Michael Morell. That was the last one there. So I think I get everybody there. So with all that said, let's talk about and Mace. Do you have the chat up?
I do.
So let's talk about what we're going to do tonight. Tonight we're going to do something I don't think has ever been done in a single live stream about Elite Dangerous. And we're going to try to land on every single Jovian moon in the Sol system. Or I shouldn't say Jovial moon, I should say gas giant moon. So I wanted to visit them all, and we're here. So I'm like, well, let's do it, right? What are we waiting for? So I do see Rednecks in the chat. Hey, Rednecks, good to see you again. Still a little sore about that thumbs down. Mace, I think you and I are the only people who like Elite and like Destiny.
Could be.
I don't think anybody else in the world likes both games. Well, except for Spiral. We know Spiral does. But and shout out to Bionic. Hey, Bionic, how you doing? But
hey there.
I know Rednecks does not like it. He gave us the old big thumbs down. Caster 07. Good to see you back, Caster. But I understand that two totally different games. But I like, as you can see from the channel, we do Halo, we do The Division, we do, we have a wide taste in games. And so we are at Europa, and we are going to Ganymede. And Ganymede has been in quite a few sci-fi novels I've read. So, Macy? Ready to head to Ganymede? Oh,
sure.
I saw a new guy in the chat, Mace. Hey, Mace. Hi. Oh, that's you. Cheap laughs. So, we're playing in Mobius tonight. Mobius ELITEPVE.com. It's a private group that there's no player versus player combat unless you're in a conflict zone on opposite sides, which makes a whole lot of sense. So, Rednecks, Bionic, Caster, how are you guys doing, and what are you doing in the game lately? And while we wait for them, because there's a 30-second delay, Mace, what have you been doing in the game lately?
In Elite?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had noise here. Been trying to rank up my PC version. Just got a Python, which I'm pretty excited.
You're already caught up to me? You just started playing the game yesterday, and now you're already caught up to me. Great.
No, it's been several weeks. But a lot of evenings, just, watching movies and things, cranking.
Now, I picked Ganymede because it was next in the system map, but I think I was lied to. Is it really the next one? No, I guess it is. Yeah. Callisto is a little bit farther away. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I did this weekend. I did... Oops. I'm going to go on the other side of Jupiter here. I did the community goal on both. Watch out for the rings. On both the PC and on the Xbox. And I made on the Xbox 20 million credits. Nice. And on the PC, 10 million credits.
Wow.
That community goal was like when I saw it, it was like already close to, I think it was tier 8, like it was almost done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a pretty easy one. I was very happy. Those are the ones I like, the ones that are not like, you know, uh-oh, am I going to do elite turn? I just passed you.
I just stopped.
No,
I see you go by.
back. I pulled it back.
Oh, nice. I'm locking on you. I'll land where you are.
I wonder if there's anything cool on. Give me a meme. Well, let's go to Duran's camp. Why not?
Okay.
Wow, this is a very interesting looking planet. It's kind of beige and red. Usually that beige and pink are just beige, but this one's beige and red.
Some stripes on it too. Look at that.
Yep, we're coming in. Now, Mace, tonight, you're flying your Python. You haven't flown your Python on the EliteCast in a long time.
No, well, we're on the same system. I really enjoy the jump range of the Anaconda, and of course all its girth and capabilities with, you know, ship launch fighter, excuse me, and all that. But yeah, the Python's still definitely one of my favorite ships. I really haggle back and forth if I'll hop in it or the Cutter or the Anaconda.
So, you know, you bring up a good point. I did the CG in the Anaconda on the Xbox, but in the Python on the PC, because that's the biggest ship I got on the PC. And man, the Python maneuvers so much. Like, give them both A thrusters, the Python is so much better. It just
Really does.
And it's not even like half the size of the Anaconda, which kind of baffles me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you look at them, it's like, I don't know, 65% the size of an Anaconda, and it just handles so much better. It's just, it blows me away. Hey, I want to do a shout out to just see Jumbo Sailor. Hey, Jumbo, great to have you in the chat. And there's some conversations going on about engineering, Caster. What are you trying to engineer? The frame shift on your FDL? And Bionic's talking about, ooh. We got to hear the story, Bionic. We got to hear what's going on with how did you almost lose your Asp Explorer? So, did you just switch it up? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying maybe our viewers would like our ships parked next to each other on the ground somewhere. They could see the difference between your Anaconda and the little Python.
That's actually a good idea. You know what we'll do? Let's land at the base, right? And then we'll take off in our SRVs. And then we'll recall our ships.
I was just thinking the same thing. Nice idea. Love it.
Oh, all right. Good, good.
01. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisting dog.
All right, so I got the auto docking on. They're going to kind of fix that. Kind of excited about 2.4. Been thinking more and more about it, especially that the notice about the missions and telling you how far away the station is. That's an awesome heads up. Can't wait for that. How close are you, Macy?
I'm docking as well. I'm at pad 8. I think I see you. Yeah, my nose is pointing towards you, and you're
I think I'm at 1
right now
or
well.
4. 1.
Okay.
Trying to. I think I see you, but are you black? Is your ship black?
Red.
Really?
This is.
Oh,
yeah,
I see it.
red.
You're over at 8. Yeah.
Yep. I'm at 8. You're at 1. I see you going down.
Actually,
Almost the same instance.
Yeah. Who's gonna make it first? I mean, it's almost like that's synchronized, like synchronized landing.
Touchdown.
All right. This is my first trip to Ganymede. Ganymede? I can't talk, guys. You know that. All right, let's get out of here. Deploy. Yeah, the Anaconda is a great ship, especially for running a cargo CG.
Sure. Absolutely.
I got interdicted a few times, once by a really tough Python, but I outlasted.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Cool.
I'm going to head to
Yeah, general
Azure
passengers. Okay.
in my SRV.
I see you. I'm
Ooh, look at
heading
this.
towards you.
Catching some air. Yeah, I'd love to, like we were talking last week, love to get some new SRVs. I'd love to have one that's like a racer, and one that's like a cargo hauler, maybe a tank, one that's like a tank.
Hmm.
All right. Oh man. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So let's hit the road. Let's hit the road. Let's get out of here, and then we'll call ships in. This is so
Okay.
we started at moon 13. This is moon number 12. We got 13 total to do, so we're counting down. Whoops! Wipe out. Ooh, I see you jumping off to my left.
Yeah, I was hitting the boost.
Yep. All right. Yeah, it's a lot of fun driving SRVs. I was going to say CRVs. It's a lot of fun driving Hondas on the moon.
About the same size.
Yeah. And I think this looks kind of flat up here. Let's call it, because we got 11 more moons to see. So as far as moons go, I don't know if this one feels any different than any other moon I've been to. Well, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's 0.15 G. That's getting kind of common for some of the planets.
But it's kind of like a brown moon. It's like I'm on the moon, but it's brown.
I understand. Yeah, not gray. Oh, there's my baby.
Oh, look at it. It looks like they're running into each other over there. Well, this is interesting. I've never done this. Okay, come on, ships. We should have told them we wanted them to land close to each other.
Yeah. I'm afraid they're... Oh, by the way, I do have some extras on this. I got purple thrusters, purple lasers, some other colors I could choose too.
Oh, nice.
And then the extra wing and I think the nose I put on this the other day. Just those little dress kits.
Whoa.
I'll come over to yours, park next to you.
Yeah, you're going to get to your ship first. Did you ever get your pack stuff? On either platform?
Only on the PC. Yeah.
Oh,
PC.
you did get on the PC. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just got lucky because they gave it to me on both, which is awesome.
Yeah. Somehow
it did not show up on the PS4. Yeah. But when you redeemed it, you had both emails set up, right?
Right.
Synchronized?
Right. Yep. Same password even, just to make that simple, but yeah, it is what it is.
Board my ship here.
Oh, you're like really close to the base.
I know.
They
used to not. Remember, they used to say you gotta travel like 5 kilometers away to get in. Hey, DRC, what's going on? Yeah, I love my Rift 2 DRC. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oops, here comes Mace. We're just comparing the size of a Python versus Anaconda. Can you get any closer?
My camera.
I am
yeah,
just
I'm gonna use my
blown away.
camera
Look,
and then spin around.
look at, like, this was impossible months ago. My ship would never land anywhere close to a base. Now, it's landed between two. That's amazing. I mean, it's good.
I'm surprised.
That it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see right from here, they look like they're very, very similar in size. That's why I was going with that 65% number. While I wait for Mace to line up, I'm going to go ahead and plot our next route, which would be not the Gal map. Not the Gal map. Not the Gal map. Does anybody else do that, or am I the only one? To the next moon. So 2 down. 11 to go. I don't know what's taking the system map so long. Did it take my? No, I guess it didn't take my input. All right, so our next moon is Callisto. Hear about that a lot too in sci-fi novels. Okay. Wow, you are close. Nice job. Oh, that's well, maybe 65's a little. You know, now I'm thinking about it. 65.
I think it's about half as long. Yeah, it's about half
50.
as long.
Like I'm talking like total mass.
Sure.
I'm gonna say more like 50. Man, you got really close too. Nice flying.
I used it with
What
the
do you guys in
camera.
the
The
chat
external
think?
camera's so nice.
Oh, so yes. Oh, yeah. Kudos to FDev for Frontier for the new camera. I use it all the time. So what do you think, guys? Just eyeballing it, 50%. I'm thinking 50%. All right, dude. We gotta take off. Let's try not to crash.
Okay. See my purple flames?
Yeah.
In a different.
Spent some money. Helping the good boys over at Frontier make some moolah. All right. Callisto, here we come. So far the moons are feeling very, very similar. Like there's not a lot of rarity in them, and yeah.
Okay.
So if you're just joining the live stream, thank you for coming. Just another welcome out to Rednecks and to Bionic and to Caster and to Jumbo and to, who did I forget? DRC. And did I forget anybody? Did I forget everybody? I said Rednecks, right?
Yeah.
And what we're attempting to do is something that's never been done to our knowledge ever in a live stream. We're trying to land on every gas giant moon in the solar system. And why? Well, we're trying to figure out if they're all just carbon copies of each other or if they actually are unique. So far, we're not feeling any uniqueness besides their names. The names are very unique. Their positions in the solar system are unique. I will say Ganymede did look a little different like when we were approaching it, but when we get on the ground, not so much. And I see you're targeting people. Why are you targeting people? So you're targeting a Sidewinder or a Viper? Are you going to get in a battle? You take a break here? And...
Oh, just looking. Well, this power supply I got engineered. I think it's crazy. It's like I forget what it is. 38 watts, 42 watts, megawatts.
Oh man.
So
sorry. I was just sending it to
E-turn?
you. I was reading. Yeah. I was reading. DRC just posted a great question. I was like, oh, I'm going to tell him as soon as Mace is done, I'm going to tell him the answer, and then boom. So tell me how many megawatts you got now?
I think it's crazy. It's like went up to 41 or something, which is I think bigger than my Anaconda. I don't know what happened. The engineer just spiked the little, lime blue meter way over to the end. So I have so much power for. I have almost all beams and A-class shield boosters, and it's just. So it's definitely ready to poke a fight. It's got a what do you call it? A fuel collector, 5A, fuel scoop. Can't speak tonight either.
Hey, I want to ask you a question. Which of these bases are better, Daimler or the other one?
Well, this Shukiti or whatever it is in the dark. So where's the other one? Is that Daimler? Is that in the bright, in the light?
I'm on the dark side of the moon right now. Oh, let me answer DRC's question.
Sure.
DRC default context. If you set the control scheme to default context, it will give you those pop-ups. So that is a common question. I think I even put that in the notes now on my How to Play Elite Dangerous because it gets asked so many times. For me, it was the default setting when I first started it up, but I think I had my Xbox controller plugged in when I did. But yeah. Yeah, I think originally it wouldn't, but I think a few months back or 7 months back they changed it so it would. So just set it for the default context, and yeah, you'll get the same pop-ups. And did you see what Bionic had to say?
Epic role, the engineer. Thanks. Yeah, I'm thrilled. Those engineers really help out sometimes. Uh-oh, talk about not paying attention flying. Slow down.
E-turn?
No, too fast. Dropped out of orbit.
So if this is Daimler,
Almost.
where's Chrysler? I don't see a Chrysler. So a couple new TV shows starting, you know, about space. There's a new Star Trek coming out soon. And there's another show. It kind of looks like a comedy comedian. The show looks like a comedian. The Orville by Seth MacFarlane. So I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I'm going to DVR it and we'll see. And hopefully now all the show's going to be coming back on. So I just have so many that I DVR. I'm trying to think of the other one on Sci-Fi, and it's escaping me. Expanse, The Expanse. That's had some ups and downs, but I'd love to see that. Anybody else watching anything good? You guys in the chat, you guys watching anything good? Gee, this has to be the smallest place ever. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't contact them. They must be a private organization. They don't... Whoa! That's what we call kissing the ground.
Uh-oh, you drowned by sound again?
Yeah, I couldn't... They don't want to talk to me. They must be private because I can't request docking. You know, maybe they don't have a large pad.
Well, there are some bases out there that are private unless you have a mission. I've run into that. I actually got shot at a long time ago when I first played Elite. I was out of fuel and I didn't know that. And I went down and I tried to land anyways and I started getting shot at. It was not pretty.
I'm going to land next to him. This is a free moon, and I really don't care what they have to say. Until they start shooting me.
This is definitely private.
Dude, this looks like somebody's like garage. This has to be the smallest base ever.
Yeah.
Come on down. Give me the blue circle. It's perfectly flat. It's perfectly flat. Let me land.
Well, you are landing a huge surfboard.
Oh, come on. Work with me now. Look how flat that is. Okay, good. Right there. It's flat as a pancake. You gotta let me land. Like, when it says slow down, I don't even understand what that means.
I know. I believe that, yes.
It's like, look, I live in the Northeast. There is no slow down. Okay, let me out. Whoops, I see you. Where's this silly base? It's about as big as like my shed I put my lawnmower in. Hey, are you shooting me? What are friends? Whoops! What are friends for? Hey, if you think you want to, if you want to be funny, shoot this base. Oh, there it is. All right, so I got to go to my left. It's right behind you. Go strafe the base. I dare you to. I double dog.
Oh, you dare me?
I double
I will with my
dog. Dare you to.
Hey, I tell you what, I will with my SRB.
Oh, epic fail. Oh
What?
well. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. Oh, dude. Slippery.
Look at the live stream. I should have put the
Yeah,
computer
you'll
in
see
front
it
of
in
me.
30
I'm twisting all
seconds.
the way around. Yeah.
Yeah, so is my SIV. Hey, this nebula I see out here, how come I don't see that in the night sky? Because I live in the solar system. Don't you think I would be able to see that from Earth? Do you guys see that when you look in the night sky? Interesting. Maybe it's been there all along, I just haven't seen it. Alright. I lost my bearings.
Are you going to the base?
There's a new Godzilla show? I didn't know about that. Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of going there, kind of getting
Oh,
in
Godzilla,
trouble.
what a classic.
Creature double feature, baby. Oh, oh, oh. These things are so much fun to drive sometimes.
Or fly.
Always have to be first. Yeah, Star Trek Discovery. There's something. My DVR would not let me set that up yet, but it looks good. I hope it's good. I'm a huge Star Trek fan.
Nice.
Mace is a super Star Trek fan. Mace actually has. Let me get back in my. Whoops, that's 2 rolls. That's 3 rolls.
A total tumbleweed. That was great. I just didn't.
All right, we gotta see who can do the most rolls, but not right now. We gotta wait. Okay. Oh, I'm trespassing.
What, do you want to live forever? Oh, yeah, it's a century. Hey, guess what? He's clean, so you can't shoot it without getting wanted. Oh, yeah.
This is a weird base because you can't visit it. It's like I haven't seen these before.
Oh, these are miners. See those little pods to the right? Click on one.
Well, you know,
These
even young people can be in space. Don't pick on them because of their age.
Miners, not young miners.
Galaxy Quest, you gotta love that. I love that show.
Classic.
Yeah.
That was a real
All
good
right.
movie. They need a second one. Yeah, see little mining units? The little, like droid-looking things?
Okay.
That's what those, they're, mining for materials. That's what that's all about.
Wait, Caster,
Where'd
what's
you
an
go?
animated series? Oh, the Godzilla show. All right. All right, Mace, come over here.
Mm-hmm. Coming.
We're gonna have a roll-a-thon. Okay.
Okay.
You gotta get on the side of me.
Okay.
Okay. Now when I say go, we will get 10 seconds to speed, and then you have to try to flip as many times as possible. Okay. I'm gonna count
Okay.
down. But you got to be a little predictive here because it's like a couple second lag, a second or two of lag between, when you're on chat. So.
Oh yes.
All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, only 10 seconds. She'll give you 10 seconds to get speed up, and then you have to try to roll. It's 1, 2.
Ugh, couldn't do it.
Oh, you get 0?
Sure.
I win!
I could, yeah, you do. I couldn't do it at all. It just slid.
Okay, now I gotta
What do you
find
know?
my ship. We got more moons to visit. This is like the least serious episode of the EliteCast we've ever done.
Oh well, I think I'll just call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call mine. I think it disappeared. I think mine left. It was like, this is boring, I'm going.
Well,
Like,
it
you guys
does. If you
think.
go a certain distance, it just takes off.
I think that's exactly what happened because I didn't see it anywhere. So the question is, how do you get multiple rolls? Like, what's the best way to get rolls? Yeah. Oh, there's your ship and my ship. Play nice, boys. So Bionic, tell me about the old Elite and how you used to be able to leave mining miners, not the young kids, but the actual droids behind. Because I never. Oh look, you drove under my ship. Now it's taken back off.
Sorry.
Look at that. He's just I give up. Sorry.
That was
See you later.
that was weird. I didn't mean to disturb it.
That's rude. Yeah, ship is not
Sheesh.
approaching, really. Ship is not. It's leaving.
Oh man, sorry about that. That's ridiculous. It just
All
takes
right.
off.
Oh, guess what I just did by accident again. So I never did play the original Elite, and I don't think you did either, did you?
No.
Well, I just heard it come back.
Yep, it's back. I had no idea it was going to take off like that. Sorry.
It's I'll tell you what, very temperamental ship. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so
Seriously,
SCG. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying a bashful anaconda.
I know you want to test it. Oh, it just said landing area blocked again. Did you drive under it again?
No, I'm in my ship. Here, I'll take off and get out of the way.
Yeah, I think you should take off. I'm stuck here for the rest of the live stream. I just can't get my ship to land.
I'm airborne.
Yeehaw. Let's try this one more time. So what's the next closest moon? Stop shooting the ground, would you?
I'm mining.
I do mind. Knock it off.
Let's see. Let's target this little SRV here. I'll take a look at the system map while you're getting back in your ship.
Yeah, what's the next closest moon? Is this the last Jupiter moon we can land on? And if so, what do we do with Saturn? What's the closest one?
I'll see. Okay, so yeah, that's the last one. So the next one would be Enceladus. Where I'll target it.
Let me in, boys. Let me in. All right. So I don't think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we talked about space legs last week. I wanted to talk about it. Did we actually have that conversation? I don't think we ever got to it.
Yes, I don't remember either.
So SpaceX is what the people in the Elite community like to call the first-person walking or first-person running mode, where you actually get up out of your pilot's chair and you can walk around your ship or around the planet, or maybe do an EVA, like a like an astronaut. And there's some great threads in the last month on the official Elite Dangerous forums about this, and just so many great ideas of what you could do. I mean, what you could do if you could walk around. My favorite is I'd like to explore my ship, play some. Matter of fact, I was just watching this last Star Wars movie, not Rogue One. The what was it? Episode 7, The Last Jedi. No, The Force Awakens.
Oh,
And
okay.
I can't do anything. And it's just so cool being able to hang out on the ship and play space chess and practice your lightsaber skills, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, if you're going to Colonia and it's going to take you, I don't know, a couple hundred jumps, we should probably ask. I think Bionic's on his way to Colonia, right? How many
Oh, yeah.
jumps is it, and how long does it take to get there? And you know what I'm saying? It would be nice to be able to do things while you're on the trip, especially if you could do it in multi-crew as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So where did you say we were going?
ENCEL ADUS, ADUS. That's the next one next to Saturn. The first one, I should say, next to Saturn on the galaxy map. System map, I should say.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Excuse me.
I don't even know how to say that. Pedus? Apedus? I don't know.
No, EN Apedus. Oh, am I wrong?
Was it IAP?
No, it's ENCEL. Isn't that the first
Oh.
one? You want to go the...
No. I'll go whatever one. That was the closest one to me.
Oh, I'm going by the system map. The system map shows
Oh.
the first one from Saturn is this Enceladus.
I've locked it in. It's like there's only like a couple light seconds difference between the two, so I'll just go to the same one you're already heading towards.
I mean, if
we'll
we
get
go
there.
to if we go to each one that's closest to us, we might start doing the sawtooth. That was what I was thinking, but I could be wrong.
Well, let's go to this one, and then let's use the contacts on the left to choose which one we go to next.
Oh, all right.
Dion, Rhea, and Ipetus. I cannot say any of these things. Ariel, that's an easy one. Umbriel, Titania, Oberon, Triton. Triton, what is... the Triton's red. That's very weird.
But if you go in line away from Saturn, the next one is Tethys. Tethys. Next to that would be Dion. Titan, so on. So whatever you want. I'm good with anything.
No, let's go to Euclides or Euclides, or let's go to Encyclopedia, the Moon Encyclopedia, and we'll just pick the next closest one from there. I still got a little ways to go. Yes, my Cassie, you're right. I think my ship's been drinking way too much space wine. And yes, Bionic Mace just exploded. You missed it. So, the Sol system. We talked about this last week. The moon. They should really let us land on the moon and go see the moon landing sites. That would be well worth the effort.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they can't do that because it wouldn't be procedurally generated. Like everything in the game is procedurally generated, right, from a mathematical formula, right? I wonder if they can't.
Yeah.
I wonder if they can't do. You know what I mean? I wonder
Yeah.
if they can't. They don't. The technology just doesn't support a planet that's not procedurally generated.
Yeah,
I can understand
it's
why
possible.
you know, they don't support like No Man's Sky. They don't support planets with life. You know.
Sure.
But
sure.
the moon, you think if there was one place you'd want to do your SRV, it'd be the moon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe someday.
So has anybody in the chat been does anybody in the chat own Star Citizen? Because version 3.0 is coming out soon, I think, maybe. And kind of curious. Yeah, we're passing some moons here. If anybody else has it. Last time I was running it on my laptop, it was kind of sluggish. And I was on a weak Wi-Fi, but I'm like, why would Wi-Fi affect how the game handles? I mean,
Yeah, it does actually. I found that.
well, a lot of games these days are, and this is kind of interesting, but a lot of games are offloading physics. Like, so if we're playing a game, you and I, right? Oops, there I go again. And, you know, basically it's two simulations that are trying to stay in sync, right? So, what a lot of games are starting to do is they're starting to do all the physics in the cloud. In other words, they take the input from my game that says where I am and what I'm doing, and then they look at your game that says where you are and what you're doing, right? And then they do the physics of, hey, is this bullet from my gun going to kill you? They do that in the cloud. And I'm just looking here. I don't see anything on the planet, do you?
To land on?
I don't see any stations or anything, do you?
I agree, I don't.
I'm gonna pull
What's this FIA thing? No, that's definitely not on the planet. So we can just do a blind land, or...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now this one looks like a light blue snowball. It's like a snow cone.
It's like a Smurf marshmallow.
Yeah, interesting. But in any case, yeah, so, but the problem with that is if you have a weak internet connection, then the game just doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Well, 4 kilometers up. I'm just like landing. I didn't even look for anything interesting to land next to. Shame on me.
I'm locked on you, so I'll land once you do.
Try not to crash again. Yeah, I'm going down pretty quick. This kind of reminds me of the moon we were just on, where it was all brown, except this one's blue. Which is good. I mean, having different colors is good, right?
Sure.
But I'm kind of wondering if it's identical, just a different color.
This looks like a snowcap one. I bet you will find the SRBs are very slippery here.
We'll see.
Yeah, I did a what was it? One of those recovery missions, salvage missions, where there was parts of a ship on the surface. Oh, we saw that. I'm right behind you. And it was very slippery. So we'll see. It'll be fun.
What did you see? I landed. That was a perfect landing. What do you?
Oh,
imply?
I just saw all this, you know, smoke or whatever on the tail of your ship. So it must have been just your perfect execution.
Oh, and I really haven't landed yet, apparently, because half my struts are off the ground.
Oh, that's funny. I already have a lock in your little buggy. You're not out yet?
Why are you locking on my buggy? Don't lock.
I'll just land near you. Just to land near you.
Oh, to shoot me? I'm gonna go back to the chat while I wait for you to see what the guys are saying here. Oh yeah, you're writing. You're really. Oh, I see the cloud of dust you're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, I think our SRV is kicking up too. But let me go back to the chat, see what the guys are saying here.
Maybe it's snow.
Yeah, I think it is.
Cool.
Bionic's like, of course I can't remember. The game's like 20 years old. Sorry, Bionic. Oh, Cass was saying the hype for Sad Citizen ruined it for him. Yeah. Well, we'll see with 3.0. 3.0 is going to be like their real beta, I think. I mean, even though it's an alpha. Yeah, you know, Oh, Bionic says he would like to play Eve, and Cass is like, yeah, Bend had done that. Yeah, not missing anything. I've been tempted to play it too. Just being such a fan of space sims, right? Or space games. But I'm not the monthly fee guy. We talked about this with Bionic last week too. Yeah, you're definitely kicking up ISIS now. You try it too.
What a nice break.
So if you want to do the perfect donut, it really takes a little skill. Like I keep spinning out, right? We want to get the continuous donut here. I don't know if it's possible.
The thing has such a good traction capability even on snow.
I'm going to try reducing the speed here. Whoops.
I'll record that too.
I love the external camera though. Yeah, so you end up wiping out here. Let's see. Little skill. I used to do this a lot when I was a kid. Back when I just got my license. Many moons ago. Back when I used to do this with a horse and carriage because there was no such thing as a car back then. Horse didn't like it very much, but hey, kids will be kids. Close. All right. I think that's it for this. It is different. It looks different. It's
Sure, definitely.
I think compared to the last two, this one truly is different.
As in,
I don't know if there's. Yeah, it's like first. I mean, it's the first light blue moon I've ever landed on.
Now it's also the gravity's much less. This is only 0.01 G. So they modified that too. Very light.
Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to stay here. Bionic misses the wormhole. You're going to have to explain, Bionic. Jumbo! Oh, so Jumbo is saying that in real life, there's, did you see that? They think that there might be life here. Because there's oceans. You know, we did not bring our fishing rods, so we will not be able to go fishing. We would have tried to get some proof for you, Jumbo. For all of us, actually, but we forgot the fishing poles. But yeah, you hear that a lot, too. On some of the other moons as well, that they suspect there's oceans underneath the ice. You know, someday, hopefully, humanity will be able to take all our tanks and missiles and turn them into spaceships and do actually something constructive instead of point guns at each other. So what's the next closest? Oh, can I please use my navigation pane while I'm charging? Okay. What's next, people? Dion Sanders. Or was that Bernie Sanders? One of the two. We're going to Dion. There's make way out there. Dion's close, man. I say close. 0.995 light seconds. That's pretty close.
Yeah, in this game.
You know who we're missing this week? Dakota. It was great talking to him last week. Dakota, if you're out there, join the chat, man. Love to hear from you. See what you're doing. I'm wondering if anybody played Wing Commander 1. Like I have I think I had all of them. But in Wing Commander, I was just reading something Caster posted about just circling each other's ship. That kind of felt like combat in Wing Commander 1. It just felt like you would race towards the Korathi, and then they would pass you. You'd have to turn around and race back towards them. I didn't feel like that and I guess they just in X-Wing. It seemed like they make the enemy take loops, so you never got into that head-on, pass each other, head-on, pass each other type of combat.
Oh, okay.
Dion, here we come. Hey, is there anything at Dion worth looking at? Let's see here. No.
Resource.
Now Dion has these. Let's see if we can't land in one of these big. No, that one over there looks bigger. Let's see if we can't. Well, maybe not. Well, I'm committed. I'm going to this one. Maybe we can get to the edge of one of these canyons. These are some. Look at these grooves, man. This is some serious warpage. Well, this is interesting. Definitely a different color, but some serious canyons here. How are you close? Close to me?
Not too far off. 6,000 millimeters.
Hey, maybe we can do an Evil Knievel challenge.
And what would that be?
Well, let's see if we can jump the canyon, of course. What else would Evil Knievel do?
Oh, so you see a canyon there. I see. Okay.
I don't know. This canyon looks kind of wide. We'll have to try it, but I don't think we're going to survive it.
Have you landed already?
No, 7K to go.
Got a real lousy approach here.
Well, this is impressive. This is, I got to say. And I know there are a lot of moons with craters like this. I've really never spent any time with them. So it's nice to have this one in the solar system where we can actually visit it, right after finishing up with the snowball. And I better slow down because I'm coming in hot. Okay, coming on down. Mark Hamill was number 3 caster. Wing Commander number 3. I think he was in 4 and 5 too, to be honest with you. I know he's in 3 and 4. And 3 was like full motion video. Like I had to get a CD-ROM to play it. And man, it was so awesome because it was like the first game where you had real good full motion video. All thumbs here. I'll deploy the second one here. But I thoroughly enjoyed Wing Commander 3. I can't remember if I ever finished it. I think I eventually did, but just thoroughly enjoyed playing the game. It was actually free a while back on the EA what do they call that? Origin. It was actually free. I think it was 2-3 years ago. Wow, this planet is bright. Bright yellow. Yeah, I'd love to go back and play some Wing Commander. Mace, when we get together, maybe we should do that. We should go back and play some Wing Commander.
Sure. My wife was just asking that the other day. When you want to come.
Do an all-night live stream of games from like the 1980s.
There you go. Got to include Vegas there somewhere too.
Yes. Now, see, I don't know because it doesn't seem like anybody who likes Elite Dangerous also likes first-person shooters. Oh, this is great. Look at that. I just did a pop-up wheelie. So I don't know if anybody who likes Elite Dangerous would appreciate Rainbow Six Vegas, but it is one of the best games. Hey, Liz, I was just thinking about you, Red. Yeah, that's a great question, Red, and I like what Castor said, the Python. Python's like 45 million if you get it from Lee Young. So, you know, if for me, I like to do the Type 6 to the Python, and like with this past week's community goal, you know, you could net 10 million easy. That's almost a quarter of a Python. But the Ass Explorer is also a good ship. Doesn't have the cargo capacity, but it has a lot of internal modules. It has a lot of hard points. So, you know, you can have some protection with regular weapons, but you also can have mining lasers. So, I don't know, Type 6, Ass Explorer, Python. I think those would be the three. You already have the Type 6. So, I would take a look at the Ass, but if you could just jump right to the Python, I'm definitely with Castor on that.
Yeah,
the Cobra is actually... Go ahead, Mace.
Oh, sorry. No, I just... I did that. I went right from the Type 6 to the Python.
Yeah, we've played through 3 or 4 times now, so you kind of find your favorites. The Cobra's a great ship, but the Type 6 has so much more cargo space. The Cobra would be kind of like going backwards, in my opinion. But the Cobra is kind of like the Python. It's a great all-around ship.
It really is. It's good for, you know, low-cost rebuy if you go into combat zones or something. You know, res areas. Excuse me.
GK likes the aspects answer. He says, hey, you can get the cargo almost to match the Type 6. Mace, are you going to land? Are you still there?
Yeah, I screwed up my approach, so I'm redoing it now, coming in on you.
Okay. I'm looking for somewhere to do our Evil Knievel stunt, but I may actually move. I'm thinking that area over there. Whoops.
I literally was on the wrong side of the planet.
That rock. Oh.
So I'm landing right next to you. Just come out of Super Cruise.
Yeah, there's I'm actually gonna move my ship. Gonna move the ship. Again, I want to thank everybody who's in the chat, everybody who's watching. Appreciate all your support. Well, we were saying at the beginning of the show that we're going to start giving our patrons free video downloads every month. So whether it's tips or EliteCast or Two Guys in Space, just to thank them for helping support the channel. Also want to, as I try to drive, I'm totally failing at driving on this planet. Thank everybody who's used our affiliate links. We netted like $3 or $4 from people using them last week. Thank you very much. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it doesn't cost you any more when you use them. And we put the money right back into the channel, and we appreciate it. Here we go. We're back at the ship here. And of course, thank everybody who comments. With so many great comments.
Yeah.
If you can't give a thumbs up, we appreciate it. Even if you don't like Destiny, we'd still like a thumbs up. And I'm teasing Red by saying that. Let's see here. Board ship. Okay, come on. Let's move this guy over a little bit. Yeah, you know, the one thing about the Ass Explorer is when they tweak the DBX, and I think I've said this many times, and I apologize for being repetitive, but when they tweaked the DBX to have better jump range, I stopped using my ASP. How close are you, Macy?
400 kilometers away. I think I'm moving as you're moving.
You know, I don't think this is going to be doable. Just looks like it's too far away. But I'll die trying.
Well, how many SRVs do you have with you?
2.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, coming down hard. Bumpy schmumpy. Come on, just let me land. All the struts never touch the ground anyways, so what's the big deal? I like to call this surfboarding when I just... Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to want to park here. Too bumpy. Come on. This is perfect. Really? I don't know if it was a movie or a book I read, but they had like cables that came out of their ships that would tie them to the ground, so they would. Oh, you know, I think they also did that in Armageddon too. They had the cables that came out and went into the ground to hold them in place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want that upgrade for my ship.
Are you moving?
I'm trying to find a flat spot to land. As much as I drag my landing struts, it's not leveling out the ground. I thought, whoa. Strike with an iron sod. There we go. All right, I'm down. Got some great stuff coming up in the chat. There's so much stuff I can't keep up with it. How you doing, Mace?
Well, I keep getting... It's weird. I'm still 390 kilometers away. It took a long time to get close to it. It dropped out a little faster than I expected. I think you were still moving when I was trying to lock on you, and then you moved again when I came out of lock.
Red, I think that's a great idea. Viper 3 and Type 6, so you could do a Python. And I would throw in there a Vulture. I like the Vulture for combat. I think it's about 5 mil to get started with the Vulture. So probably 15 to 20 to get good with it. To get it A rated in the right spaces. Base, I think, are you close to landing?
No, I it was taking a long time, so I'm back in Super Cruise to lock back on you. Are you taking off, or should I try?
I'm feeling like it's time to leave this planet.
Okay.
After I do Evil Knievel. Here we go. Gaining speed. Will this be an epic fail, or will I be able to land it? Oh, that rock! I didn't think I was going to hit it. Oh! So far, it's looking like an epic fail. Oh! I have no control at all. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh.
I'm watching your feed.
Boys, we got a problem. Oh! Oh! What do you mean single lost? It's a long way down. Conserve your energy. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh! Oh.
That's quite a little tumbleweed you got going on there.
Yeah, that shop rock was just a little too sharp. If you're not laughing, you're crying. It respawned me in my Anaconda, which is no longer parked on the ground.
Oh, right.
Okay. It must have took off when I was flailing away.
Yep.
So what's the next move? What's the next moon, Macy?
Well,
Rhea.
The moon itself, I guess, or right.
Rhea. Rhea. Pretty close, 99 light seconds, 0.99 light seconds, 1 light second.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dion. I'm down to 1 SRV now. Can't be doing that anymore.
I always crack up when I watch the feed and see your Greylock little bubble, letters.
Oh yeah, I love those. They have, I told you, they have the solar system now. I'm tempted to get the solar system. They actually reduced the price. When I first bought it, they were kind of expensive when I bought it for the Xbox, but they greatly reduced the price. That's why I picked them up for the PC as well.
Oh.
They used to be very painful to put out too. It like take them 30 seconds per letter. It was like painful. Maybe even longer than 30 seconds. It just seems so painful. Oh man, I'm talking and not driving. I didn't like you either, Rhea. But in any case, yeah, I think they're cool.
The colors remind me of the Stride Red Shoes stores that Pam used to operate.
Like, I was thinking about the colors. I'm like, is there any significance? Why are certain colors, certain letters, certain colors? It reminds me of the letters you would have as a kid. The letter magnets. Remember those?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we used to have them on our fridge when our kids were young. But
yeah,
I guess I don't know what the colors signify. If anybody knows that, I'd love to know. So are you here at Rhea?
I'm backing off so I can follow you better. So I'm going to come in when you land. Because last time it was just too hard to lock on you and accelerate and come out of Super Cruise. So I have
Yeah, I am.
13 million meters. So when you're close, I'll zoom in on you.
I'm landing on a yellow mountain. Well, it looks flat up there. I was just thinking I could jump off this with my SRV, but then I would have no more SRVs, so I don't think I'll do that. You know, somebody made a point that, yeah, that won't puff out. Somebody made a point that we should be able to reprint our SRVs like we reprint our ship launch fighters.
Absolutely.
And I gotta say, I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
Matter of fact, what am I trying to see here? Really?
Excuse me. I have nothing in me. Excuse me a minute while I have to blow up somebody.
I don't know why my person is not active. This one reminds me of the A-Wing. Well, I guess she is active. So I'm deploying in my ship launch fighter because there it is. Hold position.
Roger that. Holding. We'll await further orders.
Because I can crash this and reprint it at least a couple times as I wait for Macy.
I don't know why I shoot him. I don't think I have anything in this thing.
Enrico, how you doing? 07. Now, I wonder if my ship is really... How far can I go from my ship? 20K? I wonder if they still make the letter magnets for kids. So this is very yellow. And see if I can do some external camera here.
Okay, record that. All right. Sorry about that.
And external camera rucks. Okay.
Look.
Yeah, this little ship reminds me of an A-Wing. You have no what?
I had limpets. That's all I have. And that guy just got blown up for no reason.
He's a limpet fetish.
I would have given him the limpets if I was weaker. Federal gunship. No more. Okay, so I see you. I'm going to land on you now.
So these things are fun. Oh, there's my ship. Man, it's small when you're far away. How close can I come? I don't trust myself in the third-person mode to not hit my own ship. Whoa, that was close. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be barrel rolling this guy. Let's see, I think I could... Whoa, 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 what happened there? Yeah, she's not holding position. She's trying to follow me. Oh. Pull up! Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that would be a flight sim. Whoa! Yeah. So, I'm done fooling around here. Let's switch places, lady.
Transfer successful. I have control.
Hopefully you fly better than me. All right, let's bring it in.
All right, I'm next to you.
I'm just bringing in my fighter. See if I can get this on film. I always like it. I think they did a good job with this.
Oh, yeah.
She is way, way too safe. All right. We better land so we can leave.
Hangar secure.
Okay.
Let's go. That looks flat, right? Probably not.
Sure, depends how hard you hit it, I think.
I want to plow in the front of my ship. I make my own landing runways here. All right. Who's scanning me?
This Jenna
Is that your
Rogers.
ship launch fighter?
No. There's
We
a
are in Mobius.
Mach 3 up there.
We are in Mobius.
Jenna put her weapons out. I don't know what that's about.
Now, if you see, she does not have a commander CMDR in front of her name, so she's AI.
Oh.
That's how you tell if they're AI.
That's how you tell. All right.
Yep. How come one of my bays are empty? Oh, I blew up my SRV.
Short memory. There's two ships out there. For some reason, there's something about this area that's hot for security. Yeah,
so, Red.
Scanning.
Really? Man, are you sure you don't have like an unknown artifact or something?
There's nothing in my cargo.
This is kind of like, well, you know what they always say? Don't eat yellow snow. And that's what this reminds me of, yellow snow.
Green.
I'll leave it at that. We try to keep the show PG-13. So I'll just leave it at that. So it really feels like the blue planet, but it's yellow. Well, this area, we know the whole planet wasn't yellow. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Beautiful view of Saturn right over there, though. Although the coloring doesn't look right. I mean, it is on the dark side, though. All right, you ready to leave? Go to the next one?
Hello there.
All right, let's do it. We came, we saw, we left. Well, I guess I'm not stopping.
Couldn't resist.
Are you tailgating me? All right. Listen, we have a serious mission here. Oh, good, good. You passed me. Good, good, good. Let's see how fast I can do this. Not very fast,
right.
apparently.
Okay, I'll dock.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, board ship, board ship, board ship. What's next? Just checking the chat. We'll get a lot of good conversations going. Oh, thank you, Bionic. He says when you let your, if you're on autopilot, your Anaconda may run into the wall and cause some serious damage. So that's good to know. Eject, Goose, eject. I love it. I love the Top Gun references, guys. You know, I was kind of thinking it would be nice if, like, they had the CQC in the game where you could pull your ship up to a station, like a CQC station, and then take your ship launch fighter out and go like wait in an area for CQC. You know.
Oh.
So for those who don't know, CQC is a separate mode where you can do really player versus player, but in the small ship launch fighter type ships. I don't think I've ever played it, to be honest with you. See you, Red. Have a good one. Red's heading out. Hey, Spearhead, how you doing? We are playing on Mobius. Yes, PvE. MobiusPVE.com. So what was next, Mace? And we're in Seoul. We did Dion. We did
Tethys. T-E-T. Ice.
Tethys. Got it. Going to Tethys. Yeah, that's not what it's called, but that's what we're calling it.
Yeah. Terrible reading the names.
This won't take a minute to get to. What else do we have after that one? Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Titan and Hypetus.
Cool.
I'm sure I'm saying that wrong too. So we've seen some moons with really different coloring, which is cool.
Yep.
It seems like if it's an icy moon, it's the same as whether the colors are blue or yellow or whatnot. They're just very, very similar.
Sure.
And in real life, maybe that's the way they are. Teethy, here I come. There I go. All right. This one kind of looks... How's that, like a beige? No, seriously, that looks beige to me. All right, good. Good, he gave it to me. Were there any landmarks on this guy?
And look, let me see.
No.
Nope.
Try for the big crater, why not? So we're coming in here. So, guys, love to get some suggestions from you on next week. Of course, we would welcome all of you to join us if you're on the Xbox. We typically play on the Xbox only because that's where we have the most money. So we both have it on the PC. I have it on the PS4 as well, but yeah, we both have Anaconda. Mace, I think, has almost every. You have every ship except one, right?
Yeah, I'm not a rear admiral to get the Corvette yet, so that's the only ship I don't have.
And you're
2
elite in
Pythons, 2
exploration.
Anacons. Yeah.
Almost there on trade.
I think I'm only a lieutenant in the Federal, so I got a little bit of catching up.
There is Frontier is having their trade show in a few weeks, and next Thursday, if I read the post tonight correctly, next Thursday, 1 week from tomorrow, they will be having a live stream when they'll talk about some of the lore that leads up to 2.4, the release of 2.4, and they'll also announce the official launch date. So a lot of people thought it would be out this week as the beta ended, but it was not. As you can tell, it's not out. 2.4 is not out. But they're gonna announce when it's gonna be out. Be interesting to see and of course it's in England, so I can't go. But I'd love to go. I just can't get the plane ticket itself would be just too much. Dude, I had a nice place to land here. Now it's gone. In any case, their trade show's coming up, and they're supposed to be announcing what's after 2.4 at the trade show, I think.
Oh. Well, maybe we can catch those guys in Boston next year.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Seriously. All right, we're here with you, Gray.
Awesome. No, oh, come on, it's getting late and I'm getting tired here. I'm all thumbs.
Ship scan, what the heck? Oh, security. Go ahead, sorry.
Bionic, I think, if you get, I don't think you can go more than 20k away from your ship. I think your fighter explodes and but maybe your ship does follow you. I told the ship to hold and it was kind of like following me.
In the SRV or the airplane? The fighter?
The ship launch fighter, yeah. And it could have changed. It could have changed because it used to give you a warning. You know, we could try it. We could actually just try it. See what it's doing right now.
I think destruction sounds familiar. If you go too far, it gets destroyed. Because remember, you're remotely controlling it. You're really not physically in it. Just like the SRV.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that sounds familiar. That I had told my pilot to just hold position, and then I was in the fighter.
Are you in your SRV or are you in your...
I just got an SRV.
Okay.
And then it said warning, no. Oh, you're on top of my ship. I love it. Oh my god. Let me get a camera picture of that. Hold on, don't move. Hold on. Oh, that's a riot.
I was hoping you were still in the ship because I was going to drive down your windshield. I thought that would be cool.
Oh, that's funny, right? Oh yeah, did you notice my new nose there?
Oh, did you get a ship kit?
Yeah, see the bumper?
Oh, you did. Yeah.
And then the tail, see the wing in the back, and then the extra metal in the right and left sides.
Yes, this reminds. I think this is a ship kit Spiral has, or it's very similar. Your tail fin looks different than his though.
Right, I think so.
Nice. I think it's time to hit the next one.
Okay. Now this is a 0.01G as well. Very slippery. Particles go up in the air. It's almost like the ice planet, just it's brown.
Yeah, Bionic, can you confirm that's 1 week from tomorrow, the live stream? I think they do it at 2 o'clock. I'm still at work at 2 o'clock Eastern. But yeah, love. We got to meet Ed in person. What a nice guy! Just real personable guy, friendly person. Really was chatting it up with all the players. Ed Lewis. Just an overall good time. There wasn't, Mace. There wasn't a lot of. Like I thought they would have given us more substance there. It was really appetizers and drinks, and if you could get one of the Frontier guys and talk to him, But I was hoping they were gonna do a little presentation or something,
I agree. It was very, very casual, very nice, and complemented with some sort of presentation, what's coming, something would have been really sweet. But I appreciate it even for what it was. But I know what you're saying, absolutely.
You know, I wonder if the, I doubt it. Does anybody know if the original Elite Dangerous, or I guess the original Elite, the one that's free from the Frontier store, does that have multiplayer in it?
I don't know.
We haven't been to Titan, have we?
I don't think so.
Matter of fact, let's change it up. Let's go to Titan City.
Okay.
Oh no, that's I'm sorry. That's a that's an
that's
space
orbiting.
station. So on the Titan, and you know I'm going to check here. We have done Europa. We've done. Come on, work with me. Ganymede, Callisto, Encyclopedia, Teethy, Dion, Rhea. Wait a minute, you can't land on Titan. What was I thinking? So we could actually go to
Oh, we can't.
Ipidus.
It was the water?
Ipidus. No, it's not
Okay.
landable.
Okay, so it's
So
a
we're
water
going
planet.
to iPet us. Go to iPet us.
Okay.
iPet us. And what does that leave, though? What does that leave?
I can't keep track out of order, I'm afraid.
Oops, slow down. Slow down, Gray. Yeah, so all-time space games, I gotta say that Wing Commander and X-Wing, you know, if we're going way back to the early 90s, those were probably the two best, in my opinion. I never did get to play Elite in the 80s. I didn't even know it existed, even though I did have a Commodore 64. So, did you have any space games back then, Mace? I know you gamed, but did you have any space games like Elite?
No, I guess they were just the really old ones would be 119 and 117A. You know, dating back in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, Spiral
Space.
really
I don't
was
think
into
so.
117A.
That was great in its time, boy. I had an 8088 processor and it worked great on 16 colors.
Yeah, no, that's what he had too, an 8088. And I would
Radio
walk
Shack.
by his room. Like he was in the Marines, so he'd come back and he would be playing it, and I'd walk by his room. I'm like, he would do the mission manual, so he'd be flying for 20 minutes doing nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know, just cruising from his base to the wherever he was going to bomb or whatever he was
Right.
going to do. But yeah, I have a lot of those old games, but
I did have the Wing Commander back somewhere in the 90s. It was on a 386, but I couldn't get it to run fully. On Windows 3.1, I think it was.
oh,
I just had a lot of trouble with it. It had, like 30 floppies to load it.
remember those days?
Yeah. Then I put a few SCSI hard drives in there and all that, and that worked out good. Installed it on
You
that.
should've
By
bought
then, I
nice
was into
hard
other
drives.
games. Yeah,
You shouldn't have wasted the time on the SCSI ones.
Well, back then I was able to get them at cost from my company I worked at. So I was getting 80 megabyte ones for like $50, and that was fantastic back then. You're talking
Yeah, but they were scummy.
1988.
Why would you buy scummy hard drives?
because you can interleave all four of them and cut the access time in quarter.
I'm joking. You missed my whole joke.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
I was being sure as techie. Sorry.
trying to remember what SCSI stood for. Serial Communication and...
Interface.
What is it?
Yeah.
Interface?
Yeah.
What is it? Serial Communications... something
System interface. Yeah, system
System
interface, I
interface.
think.
Yeah, it was fast.
Oh, did you land yet?
I'm trying to land on the side of this mountain, and I'm
Oh, rats.
not giving
Okay.
myself much hope here.
I dropped out of Super Cruise and landed, like dropped out right next to you, but you're not landed, so I'm landing. Jeez.
I'm seeing a like a graphical glitch here with the color of the ground is changing as I'm flying by. I saw this somewhere else recently too. I think this is maybe a new bug. So just want to shout out to Demon Racer. Thank you for the info on the live stream. Where he was telling us one of the guys will be live streaming from the right from Frontiers show.
Oh, wow.
Come on, this looks flat enough. Give it to me. Limeys are welcome here. We have no limey prejudice. We don't accept any lemons, though. Lemons, unless they're in a mixed drink. No lemons allowed.
Wow. You must be tired. You're getting very punny.
I think I should be able to land here, guys. Come on, work with me now. Tell me this is like a perfect. Well, I just gotta shift my. Yeah, maybe if I lift my nose up a little bit. Yeah. There. Now it's a perfect landing spot. Whoops. Whoops. I always forget to do that. Click that in, click that. Come on. And 1,000 years from now, you should be able to land on that. No? How you doing? Did you get landed? Maybe I'll just come see where you are.
Well, I'm 80 kilometers away, and then I dropped out.
I'm not going there.
So I'd have one.
80 kilometers is too far.
Have you landed? Because then I'll try to come towards you.
No, you know what? Just go ahead and land where you are. Get in your SRV so you can say you did it, and then we'll go somewhere else.
It's very hard to lock on to a moving target.
Well, that was the point. No.
Such a brat.
Come on, this is a great landing spot. Nope. That's the one downside of having Anaconda. It makes it hard to land on the side of a mountain. Yeah, this is a very odd graphical glitch I'm seeing here with the coloring.
I don't see it. Just looks like
if you look at the stream, you'll see it. It's like
oh,
you can see the ground filling in.
Yeah, the generation keeps changing. Look at that. No, I'm not seeing that at all.
Huh. I'm the lucky one. Demon just gave us the Vulcan sign for live long and prosper. Thank you very much, sir. And the original was on tape. I would imagine the original Elite Dangerous for the C64 was on tape, because most of them were, because most people did not. I could not, as a teenager, preteen, could not afford a disk drive. They were very, very expensive. No, the correct answer is this is a perfect landing spot, Gray. Land right here. Just not having any luck here.
It's actually deceiving. It's not as flat as it first looks.
Yeah.
That's because even the Python's a little trouble here.
Oh. I think I found the 1 foot of flat land.
Yeah, I had trouble too. Okay, there we go.
man, I lost it now. I came down and... Come on, baby. Just let me land. There we go. Well, let me land.
This is 0.02, so slightly heavier than the other planet. Oh yeah, it's pretty rocky. I can see why you're having trouble. It looks smooth at first, but not really.
Oh man. I'm like so close to being landed, but... Oh, come on, come on. Oh. I wish I could just eject in my SRV, you know?
Yeah, I know it.
I got the good signal, but I still can't land.
Really? Just sort of flick the knob down. Like just flick, 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 up and down on the right thumb. Like feather.
I can see my back strut's not even close to being down. I think if I back up though, that looks pretty flat right there. All right. I'm really starting to hate this moon. Okay, we're going somewhere else. Did you get out? Did you drive your SLV yet?
Yep. Tumbleweeded around. Flew in the air. So I'm flying towards you. Just some thrusters.
What's our next moon?
The moon, but we can't land on that, right?
We're doing gas giant moons.
So, right. I could look at the system, I think, without crashing. Let's try that.
I think it would be... What's
in
next?
order.
Neptune?
And Rhea, Titan. We're doing all those. So, yeah, next planet is Uranus, if you're going by the system map.
Uranus.
And then Ariel would be the next one.
Let's go to Ariel.
You're boarding?
Go to Ariel?
Yeah, I mean, you're boarding, you're landing there.
Well, I can say I landed, but it wouldn't let me land, so yeah, I'm aboarding.
Yeah, and I did for you, so how's that? Okay.
Yeah, you did it. I did land, it just never would let me get out. Okay.
Got it. Yeah, alright.
I can work with that.
Put some power to your shields.
So, Ariel. Ariel, where are you?
Yeah, because
oh,
we
you know
ignored
what?
the planets,
I think
it's pretty
Oberon is
far.
closer. But you know what? Yeah, let's go to Ariel.
It's up to you. I'm just going in order of the planets. You can go whatever you want. I'll be happy to follow. I mean, it could, I guess, couldn't think of it. If the furthest one would be Oberon, and then we could work our way back up to Uranus. You want to do that, Oberon?
No, I think I'm already heading to Ariel. I was looking at the distances, and they were very close to each other.
Yes,
You know,
that's
they weren't
usually
that,
what happens.
were they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Okay.
just seeing. Oh, Bionic asks, yes, we're on Mobius. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up to the chat. Yeah, we just started on the Xbox Demon. That's why we play on it. I also have the PS4 version, but we just have the most money on the Xbox. We also Mace also has the PC version. Yeah, I gotta pull my Commodore 64 out someday. We did. I think we started our trip in the solar system last week, at the station in Mercury, and it was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. Did you think it was cool?
Sure. Absolutely.
Let's see. Oh, I see Bionic. Oh, Bionic is pretty far away. Hey, Bionic, do you have a headset? I know last week we were getting a little noise through your headset. Is your headset working? Because I'd be more than happy to. Oh, I see Caster's out there too. Oh, it doesn't look like Caster is in. Looks like he's in a private group, probably his own private group. But if you guys are on the Xbox and you have headsets, if you'd like to join the chat as we finish up the show here, love to have you on. So just let us know in the chat. How long have we been streaming, Macy? I'm like, where is there somewhere on here? It tells me.
9:05. So.
Yep. So we're about 1 hour and 51 minutes. Let's see if we can bang these 4 moons out really quick.
Okay.
If you guys do want to join us, I don't have notifications on, so if you send me a message on the Xbox, I won't see it because they kind of come up and ruin the stream. So chat with me here. If you have a good mic and you're on the Xbox and you want to chat, we'll get you an invite. But let me know here on YouTube. Hey, Ariel's pretty far away.
It is. Because Uranus is.
Oh. Yep, Caster's on the EU server. That's why he's showing up. That makes sense, Caster. Yep, so we'll just take another look here at the system map. Kind of give why is my ship showing way over there? I don't know. So we are over here, and we were. Yeah, I think that's really why we need to have the system map be more like this. This doesn't show where everything is in relation to each other right now.
It's linear.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Saturn could be on the other side of the sun from Uranus right now, right?
Sure.
And it kind of probably is because it's showing me way over here. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So how many moons have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so Ariel, here we come. These are all very close to each other. And of course, this is Uranus, and then we have Neptune. So I'm curious. Demon's working on Professor Palin, who's a pain in the Uranus.
Very
That was good. That was a pun right after Mace's own heart. Yeah, so you know what I found was that by doing the 5,000 light year or over 5,000 light year trip from your starting point here, which is under, and I'm tired, which is under statistics, right? Yes. I just blew right by it, didn't I? What? Okay, here we go. Exploration. So max distance from start, you can see it right there. Let me scroll down so it's right at the bottom there. So you want to make sure you go over 5,000 there, but the amount of the amount of exploration data you collect by doing that, I used that. I sold part of that to, not all of it, part of it to Sirius. It became allied like instantly. So I avoided that whole Sirius grind. And then Marco, it was fairly easy to I just kept rolling the dice with him. And it was on stuff I didn't even really care about, just to get him up to that 3 to 4. And then I got the Palin invite. And the thing is, when I was working for Marco or working my way towards Sirius, I was trying to get those modular terminals because those were hard. Didn't you? I actually gave you some of mine, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
Because the missions weren't spitting them out. I guess in the past, as soon as you needed them, like all the missions were giving them out, but it was hard to find. I shouldn't say hard, but they were not plentiful.
Yeah, there was always one every round. Like, you couldn't take several at once. That's what I found. So you had to, do a mission, get them, and then come back and get more. And it wasn't like you can get like 5 missions. They all had them. That's what I found. Anyways.
Yeah, I was not getting it. Like, I was getting it every other. Like, every other board I went to, I would find some. But it was, like, frustrating because it's like I'd get back, I'd turn in, I'd get my modular terminals, but there were no new missions giving them out. I'm like, well,
sure.
Now what do I do? And one of those stations, I think, was 10,000 light seconds away, so it was like...
That was the joy.
Oh, Bionic has the kiddos running around. Been there, done that, Bionic. Totally understand. Totally understand. Hey, Ariel seems to have some serious features here.
Okay, I'm real close.
I'm going to try to go right in the middle of the Y here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. You got to come in at an angle there, Gray. Well, since that happened, that looks like a nice flat plateau right there. Let's come in there. Yeah, it does. It gets old jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping. Been there, done that. But you're right. Yeah, like I went to the Eagle Nebula to get my 5,000 or 7,000. I actually went to 3 different nebulas, but the last one I hit was the Eagle Nebula. And at least it gave me something. And some of the nebulas were pretty interesting. Some weren't that interesting. One of them on the map had stars so close they were like just a bunch of dots next to each other. But when I got next to one of those stars, I really didn't see the other ones, I was expecting to see like a bunch of stars, like a field of stars, but
dispersed, yeah.
It wasn't what I expected. Yeah, it wasn't what I expected. It didn't look any different than anyplace else, quite honestly.
I went to 3 different stations that are inside those asteroids. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I was surprised we actually found some stations out there,
Well, I made some bookmarks to do the same route again if I wanted to.
I made a lot of bookmarks.
I think I have my limit, by the way. Do you know of a limit for how many bookmarks?
I think you are. You had said that. I'm not at it. I get a lot, but I don't think I have 100. But I think I have over 50. I'm pretty sure I have over 50.
Are you landed yet?
I'm getting very close.
Okay.
2K.
I'm going to stay in Super Cruise until you're on the ground, because I never make it near you otherwise.
I want to try to get closer to this, the edge of the cliff here. I want to land next to a feature that's interesting, but on the same side, if it's too interesting, I can't land. So What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah, that's cool, Bionic. I got a bunch of stuff named. I discovered a bunch of stuff too, which is great. It's funny, they don't really tell you that until you turn the stuff in. But man, I just used that exploration data to rank up with so many different people. Like I was just going around selling just enough. And the funny thing is too, it doesn't show up right away. So I would have to leave the board, and then really the one way I could tell if I had become allied with somebody was to look at the message board, the comms panel, because that seemed to be more reliable than actually the status in the mission board, which was odd. Oh.
Are you down?
I landed this time. Yep, I'm down.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, that's empty.
I should be there in like 3 or 4 minutes.
The one thing you don't want to do, and Mace, you confirmed this. If you die, you lose all your exploration data. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, and you went out and proved that you do. If you do die,
Yep.
you do lose all your exploration data.
It didn't. One time it didn't, and it was obviously a glitch because I agree that you can lose them. I was when I got attacked and destroyed. It was that weird thing I was showing you the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Destroyed
just
my
hit a little
anaconda.
rock and it made my ship go backwards.
Well,
I was just trying to pull up to the edge here to take a look out, over the edge of the cliff there. And whoa, I don't want to go down there, but that's pretty deep. That would probably be a lot of fun to fly in the ship launch fighter because it's really deep. So if there's one thing you can say about the moons here around the gas giants in Sol, is that some of them have some really interesting gullies or canyons. This one just looks like it's phenomenally deep. Wow. Well, I'm not going to destroy my SMV because it's the last one I have. Where to next, big guy?
Well, I'm just about to land. Should I not?
No, please do. Do you see my ship? Ouch.
I see the square.
Another pop-up. Look at that.
I just doing the glide.
All right, here we go. We're getting the ship.
Oh, that's what happened. I lost your lock when you changed the SRV.
Ah.
Okay.
You coming in?
Yep. 6 kilometers.
Oops, come on.
Oh,
work
shoot.
now.
I just hit the boost. This is not going to be pretty.
I wish this list would reset to the top every time.
I think I just flew over you.
You're right above me. I can see the shadow. I would say just touch down. I don't even know that you need to even get in your SRV because we're going to head right on to the next planet.
I'm down.
Okay, let's hit it. You want to take these questions in the chat?
Sure. Let's see.
Well, Caster, if they won't let you join, I know. I think they will, because none of the Xbox groups are full, so they should let you join both. But if they don't, just let us know if you want to join, and we'll do my private group, which is auto accept. So, what do you think about what Bionic said about 2,300 light years?
He's 2,300 right in front.
He's still finding. He's discovering new planets.
Oh. Yeah, I think there's so many systems, so many planets. And one thing I thought that your brother, Spy said the other day was fascinating, which I never thought of, is planets that are not scoopable for fuel. Any of those planets there have a good chance, or a higher chance, of not being discovered, because people probably won't want to go to a system that does not offer fuel.
Oh, all right. So stars, unscoopable stars, may have a higher percentage of undiscovered planets.
Sure. And I think that's probably
That makes
correct.
sense.
When I went out doing that 5,000 plus excursion, there were a couple times where the system screwed up and did not get me to a scoopable system, and I think that is correct. I think it's where I was able to name some planets out there.
Now, how about Demon's question? You mind reading that and telling us what you think about that?
Sure. Guys, what's the deal with the multi-crew fighters? Can you both fly a fighter each? I tried, couldn't get them to work. Oh, well, when I had my cutter the other day, Gray and Spy were both flying fighters from my ship, and I was flying the ship. So we experienced, 3 humans, if you will, 2 in fighters, and I was manning the ship. So we've experienced luck with that. I'm sorry you didn't.
No, I think he was hosting the multi-crew.
I was, yes.
No, I think Demon was hosting the multi-crew.
Oh, sorry.
And he couldn't get into a ship launch fighter along with his friend. And I think that is the case. I think when you're hosting multi-crew, you can't get out of your ship. Which I think the perfect thing for multi-crew would be to let your NPC fly the ship and let you and your friends take all the ship launch fighters and go have some fun.
Yeah.
And the same thing for SRVs. They should make multi-crew 4 players and give us a fighter bay with 4 fighters. And let multi-crew work with ship launch fighters and SRVs, so you can have 4 people get together and either get out in the SRVs or get out in the ship launch fighters. But the way it is today, if you have a ship that has 2 ship launch fighters and you invite 2 friends to multi-crew, they both can take your ship launch fighters out. And we've done it a few times. But the pilot of the ship can't get out of his ship. He has to stay in the pilot's seat, which is sad.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying. I think I agree with all that. Yep.
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time my controller died or I get disconnected from my Xbox when I was mid-jump, it's like panic sets in. It's like, ah! Yeah, so and that's a sad thing too, because I'm gonna check see if there's anything here. Oh, is that on the planet? Where is this unknown signal source? I think it's in space. Oh man. So yeah, if you have a large ship and you have 3 seats, that's the largest ship has 3 seats, right?
Yep.
So if you have a large ship with 3 seats, unfortunately, because quite honestly, and I've started re-recording my VR cockpit reviews, which, where I walk around the cockpit in VR. And these cockpits have room for more seats.
Yeah, sure.
But anyways, the biggest ship, like the Anaconda, only has 2 seats. One there and one there. And so I can invite 2 people to multi-crew with me, and they can take both my ship launch fighters out. But I do not have that option. I cannot leave my ship when hosting a multi-crew. I seem to be going down fast. Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, because I'm in glide, duh. That's what happens when you don't pay attention.
Now you do well talking and flying, I'll tell you. I made a few mistakes
Well,
today.
I don't know if anybody would agree on that, but yeah, I wish that we could get the NPCs to not only fly our ships for us while we go and gallivant in our as ship launch fighters, like we can do when we're not in multi-crew, but it'd be also cool if they would show up in seats in our ships.
Yeah. And you could create because they already have somewhat of a look when you pick them,
They
right?
do. Yeah, they already have. They're all decked out. You can tell it's like a 3D model. It looks like a 3D model to me.
Yeah.
That'd be like so cool. It looks flat. Whoops. All right, let's get out. Yes, that's empty.
I'm real close, 400 kilometers. Are you down?
Yep, I just landed. This is a, this is a different blue, I think, slightly. But
Yeah.
tell me if I'm wrong. It seems a little
Brighter?
more neon, brighter. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Okay, hang in there, almost there. 200 kilometers.
Seems very slippery.
Oh, you're in the buggy?
Yep. Whoops. I wish that time for it to unblur was shorter. But man, they did a great job with the camera, huh? My camera's going crazy. I lost control of my camera. All right, guess I'm staying in the buggy. You almost down?
28 kilometers in glide, but to land on top of your little SRV.
So while you do that, oh, nice.
You see me?
I want to go take a look at my. I don't. I'm under my ship. I'm putting my SRV away because I want to take a look at the. No. All thumbs here. What ship? I wanted to take a look at the cockpit to prove that there's enough room.
Oh.
The guys are going back and forth in the chat talking about their favorite ships. You can see Mace in front of me getting ready to land. But I want to look at my cockpit and show you how ridiculously large it is. Yes, this is my cockpit. Welcome to my cockpit. There are 3 chairs. Now, if you are like me and somebody who enjoys having company over, you could fit 20 chairs in there easily. Come on. Okay? They may not be these fancy ones, but think about this stuff. Metal folding chairs, right? Just put a little glue on the feet. They're not going to go anywhere, right? Perfect solution.
I'm down.
I actually do think these chairs are really big. I mean, it's like they look like they have these huge shock absorbers on them. You know what I'm saying? They do. They do. But yeah, there's room for like. There should be another seat for a human and then 3 seats for NPC crew. Because if you can have 3 NPC crew, why not have them all active at the same time? And I should be able to choose the payouts. Do I give this guy 5%, that guy 10%, this guy 15%, and so on. And what I really like to do is get up out of my chair and go grab a beer out of the fridge, and maybe go down and check on my docking computer, which is taking up a 4-ton space factor. Sometimes I have a hard time finding it sometimes because it's like this huge like canyon, like a bay, a cargo bay that's like a canyon, right? It's like the Grand Canyon, and then it's like the size of my old flip phone. You know, it's like a communicator from Star Trek. It's just sitting there plugged into the wall. It's like, what's up with this? All right, we're ready to go.
Okay.
How many more do we have to do? I'm starting to fall asleep. Whose idea was this anyways?
I'll safely say not mine, but I think it's cool.
Well, that planet was cold. That planet was really cold.
Let's look at the system map real quick. Well, there's the next one would be Titania. If we're going in order from Uranus down on the map. But you're the boss. Whatever works for you, bud.
Yeah, you know, they're talking about the Corvette. I just don't think I'll ever get enough rep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not the type to, like I put it.
Rank grinding, yeah.
Yeah, just like I need to be engaged. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Have we gone to Oberon yet? I don't think we did. That's a little bit closer. Do you already have titanium locked in?
I do, because it's just in order to try to keep track. Otherwise, I forget where we've been, honestly. But your choice.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yep, Titania it is.
Okay.
Is that the female version of Titan? Where did they come up with that name?
Yeah.
Titan, Titania.
Sure.
Yes, I agree. The fuel rats are awesome. So if you don't know the fuel rats, you go to fuelrats.com. If you're out of gas, they will come and fill you up.
I did not know that.
They may actually, fuelrats.com. That's one of the 18 tips that you can get at Vimeo. You'll get that for free, of course, if you are a Patreon member. But if you just want to throw us $1 or $2, you can also buy them on Vimeo in the coming days. I didn't quite finish I got it. It's 90% done. Just say it's 90% done.
Oh wow, okay.
I have to. They require a trailer for each video on demand series, so I have to record a trailer, which is going to be just me saying these are the videos in this in this set. It's not going to be anything too interesting, but they need one, so I'll have to make one. Is there anything on Titania of interest?
Nope. I don't see anything. Resources. They're next to it.
Yeah, that stuff's it kind of tricks you. You think it's on it, but it's not.
Right. Because it's only listed by distance.
This kind of looks like the same exact color as the last one. I don't know how realistic these colors are compared to photographs we have, but we're going in. It's one thing I do miss about my Astro Explorer is the awesome windows beneath your feet.
Yeah, that Type 6, all those ships of that same design. They
Lacons,
do a great
right?
job. Lacons, thank you. I was throwing a blank. Yep. Pure awesome sauce.
Going down. Express elevator down. Has anybody seen Alien Covenant? Because I saw it and I was not impressed. And I apologize in advance if I already said this last week, but I don't remember saying it. So I was like so disappointed. Like they had like construction equipment from like the 1980s in this futuristic ship. They had a backhoe. They had a dump truck. They at least tried to make the dump truck look cool. But like they had those, you know, those little forklifts. What do they call them?
Oh, jeez, it just crashed.
I'm coming in hot. That's funny. It was suitable terrain until I stopped, and now it's not suitable. But I forget the name. But the little, you know, I want to call them bulldozers, but they're basically for moving Earth. I mean, basically, it's like, first of all, if you are traveling in space, you're not. I keep doing that. I keep going for the SUV that doesn't exist. You're not going to take the construction equipment and like during the movie, they're tightening the chains to keep the dump truck from moving forward and backwards. I'm like, who? No, you would not take this stuff already assembled with you. It was just so silly. It's like I wanted to like the movie so much, and if you guys out there liked it, my apologies, because I don't mean to speak badly of a movie you like, but just like throughout the thing, I'm like, and then they had to have this one girl, and I don't think this is too much of a spoiler, but of course she had to leave the group. Like she went off by herself, right? And she went off by herself to like wash her face. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, stay with the group. Don't you know in a horror movie you only save places with the group? But anyways, that's my opinion. I was sad. I wanted it to be really good. Yes, I actually have a Tiki Bar Jumble in my, I picked it up, the Target had them, was carrying them for a while, and I picked it up and put it in my sunroom. And, it's fun. It's just a fun kind of decoration thing to have. It's not, you know, it's not very fancy. It doesn't have any, you know, it doesn't have a sink or anything, you know, it just looks like a tiki bar, but it just set the atmosphere. And we could have luau night on the station, you know, on the ship. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Demon. The first two Alien movies were just so phenomenal. And different from each other, too. Like, one's totally like a suspense horror, and the other one's kind of a suspense horror with Space Marines. And Sigourney really kicks butt in that movie, too. Yeah, I liked Rogue One too. Mace, did you see Rogue One?
I don't think so.
Star Wars Rogue One?
No. Last one was what was
Force
it?
Awakens?
Yes, that's the only one. I'm behind.
The sequel comes out in December. So episode 8, I guess, comes out in December. And they just announced that episode 9 lost its director.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that happened to the Han Solo film as well, so kind of odd they're losing so many directors, but they're real stickler for how they want the movie to be portrayed, and when the directors go off script, they're just parting ways. Mace, did you touch down yet? Because
well, you probably didn't hear me. I crashed. Not my ship, but the Xbox crashed. So
I didn't know that. When you
so I just
crashed,
sent your wing invite back so I can find you.
I see it. All right, I'm gonna go to the next planet, anyways.
Okay. I'm in space.
You didn't.
Back in the ship.
This was. So what is the next one? Umbriel. I think that's you already got it locked in.
Yes.
Oh, I did it again. Gal mapped. You didn't see that, did you? Nope. Yeah, sorry. You crashed last. Now we've had a lot of luck tonight, but that was the last thing that happened last show. Is you crashed because we were trying to land on the same moon.
Right.
So why don't you just go ahead and land on Umbriel? You're probably closer to me. Oh my word! I just opened the Gal map again. You can tell I'm getting tired. All right, come on. Thank you. Okay. And I'll follow you. Land anywhere you want. Hey, Frog. Frog was not a big fan of Rogue One. And yeah, but The Last Jedi, I'm with Bionic on that. I'm hoping it really takes off. I hope it's not all just drama. You know, I could just see Luke just complaining the whole time, and you know, I want to see lightsabers and duels and action. Not a big guy in drama.
All right, so it's actually Oberon you want to go to, right?
I thought it was Umbriel. Have we been to Umbriel?
You just left there, yeah.
No, I didn't just leave Umbriel.
Really?
I'm pointing at Umbriel.
Okay. The first one's Ariel.
Yep, I think we want to go.
Umbriel. Then there's Titania.
Go to Oberon.
Then there's Oberon.
Okay, I'm headed your way. Find a spot and land.
Okay.
Hey, Dracula. You know, part of me thinks that Han Solo did live, you know? I mean, that didn't look like a mortal wound. But I think they wanted to get rid of him, which kind of stinks. I watched like the first 20 minutes of it last night. The Force Awakens. I mean, there are definitely some corny parts, but there's some you know, real fun parts too, you know? Man, you gotta get your ship checked out. I mean, the exhaust here is just it's really bad. Yeah, well, you'll see it in the live stream here in a minute.
Well, I always say, bad joke is better than no joke at all.
Who said that?
I always say that.
He's fired. Oh, oh sorry. Oops. Ugh. I always say if you're not laughing, you're crying. So what are we going to do next week after we complete this marathon of moon landings? Where are we going to go next week? Any ideas?
Well, I was thinking we get really cheap ships and attack federal, enforcers. Sorry, just kidding. There's a pause. You thought I was serious, did you?
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Next time on the ELITEcast, Gray flies without Mace. Gray bails Mace out of federal prison. Oh, good times, good times.
Well, there's still some more exploration areas you still haven't seen, right? That we haven't done, right? We got about 50 of them. We've done about 20.
Oh my word! I may crash into you. Oh, wow, that was amazing.
This is actually easy when you don't have to lock onto something.
I'm like right behind you.
Oh, good.
Behind you all the way, man.
Appreciate the backup.
Got it. All right, I can't fly externally. Gonna get killed here. Yeah, I got purple streaks on my screen
500 meters.
from your engines.
Here, does this help?
What are you shooting? You're gonna get us in trouble. Man, you got lots of beams there, dude.
Yeah,
We did the Thargoid crash site. Dracula, Demon was saying, Dracula, you may add me as a friend if you want. Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. Demon, we did the crash site, but I'm thinking we actually activated the. I think it was episode 10, like 4 episodes ago. We almost gave up. I think Castor was there. I think Bionic was there too, maybe. I can't remember now. But in any case, long story short, we activated the machine inside. And it was really cool. We almost gave up because it wasn't spawning the keys. And they're not called keys, but that's what I kept calling them. And, but I'm wondering if we can find the I love your landing. Just scrape that dirt up.
Hey, I learned from the best.
Yeah, you're doing it just like me. Just skateboard along the ground until you find a good spot. So, but I saw this, a while back. People had discovered a site where some ships had been attacked by the Thargoids, right? Mm-hmm. I know I'm saying that wrong. And I'm wondering if we could find that. It was like a federal mega ship, one of those federal.
Really?
I forget what they're called, but the big federal ships, the capital ships.
Sure. Yeah.
And a bunch of small ships, and they all had they're in space. They were in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were all corroding.
Oh wow.
So we could do that. Any other ideas?
I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, too close. Won't let me jump.
Trying to
Are you
scratch my
deploying your
paint.
SRV?
I'm in it.
Oh, you are. I was going to try to stop you from deploying. Apparently that's not going to work. Wouldn't it be cool if I could get in your ship and take off with it?
I just tried to go underneath yours. It wouldn't give me a board ship.
All right. Well, you ready for the final countdown? The last moon, the last gas giant moon in the system. Now this one, it looks like you need a permit or something to go there.
You know, I just saw that too. It's kind of curious.
I wonder if we can do it.
Seriously, that's what I was just wondering. Maybe that's
Demon
where all the
thinks we
aliens
should.
are.
Demon thinks we should go visit a black hole.
Hmm.
I wonder if there's any. I wonder if there's any black holes close by.
Yeah, we could take.
I don't want
want
to go to Sagittarius. That would take too long. A cheap ship. Well, I don't want to visit it that close. Maybe just go around it. Did you ever see that Disney movie, The Black Hole?
Oh yeah, what a classic.
It's like one of those sea movies I love.
Yeah.
It's like bad, but it's good.
Right, that's what it was. And one of Disney's
And
first.
you can watch it with kids.
Sci-fi's. Right. Very. Yeah. Because it's
It was
Disney. Yeah.
very strange, very Nemo-esque. You know, the guy and the professor on the ship was very Nemo-esque. But yeah, I mean, it's corny, but I think I got it on DVD. I think I made my wife get it from me. So I'm just looking for, why does this have the red? I thought it said somewhere in here. No. I don't know. But we're gonna head there. This is our last stop, big guy.
Okay. You want to Triton?
What's that? Yes.
I'm going
yes,
to
I am.
Triton.
Yep. Oh, see what Jumble said?
Sorry, let me look. I'm the computer's to my back, so I keep flipping around. That's the wrong location. Sorry, give me a sec.
Appreciate the tidbits of information. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Wow. When I was in school, we had to read that in school, in high school, I think. And I hated reading back then. I read now. I read all the time now. I read at least one sci-fi book a week with the Amazon Prime, Kindle Unlimited. And but when I was a kid, I hated reading, and I don't know why. And they made us read that, and I couldn't get through it. I think I actually got the Cliff Notes for that Midsummer Night's Dream. I think I actually, I don't know, younger kids wouldn't even know what Cliff Notes are today.
Mm-hmm.
But Frog was asking if we have a minor faction. We don't.
Yeah,
Because so far it's really just been, there's only like 4 or 5 of us. You know, I've thought about it, but it's just, you know, there's, listening to what the other minor factions do, they have a lot more people. So we just hang out. We hang out in Mobius unless somebody wants to join who's not in Mobius, and then we'll just do my private group.
Well, there's nothing wrong
yeah.
with just answering it as not yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I'm with Demon. I love those flying robots, and the one kind of like had the one that kind of was like the old Southern guy. He was kind of all beat up, and he was old, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm the old model. I'm the T-51. You must be the T-50." Oh, it's like, okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was. And they had big eyes, like they looked like big white eyes with black pupils. It was like, really? Oh, so Jumble's saying our Obsidian Ant, who we do sponsor on Patreon. You'll see us up there right now with 2 Guys in Space and Greylock, $34.91. It says you can't visit it yet. It's locked away.
We got it locked. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm going to fly right into it. We'll see. I'm visiting you, Triton. I don't care what you say. I'm a-coming.
Go get him, Captain Crash.
I gotta check Frog. I think I finally got into Mobius on the PS4. I don't know what was going on, but I was just, crossing messages. But I only boot up my PS4 like once a week, so to do how-to videos. How are you behind me? You're just a little bit behind me, huh?
I'm like 1,000 LS behind you.
All right. This is it. This is the last gas giant moon. We have visited them all. No other live stream, to our knowledge, has been able to visit and land on every single gas giant moon that's landable in under 3 hours.
Yeah,
But we're
that's cool.
gonna do it. Wow.
You got insurance, right?
Quick. Don't fly without insurance. Yep. Don't fly without rebuy.
Multiple rebuys.
Kill your speed, not your wallet. I'm coming for you, Triton.
Be interesting to see if you get a beehive worth of federals all over you, or what happens without the permit. Or it's just electronically, computer locked out, so you can't land.
It looks like I can land. I mean, it's just giving me all the signs that I can land. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Sure.
it's looking like normal, but we'll see. Never tried. You won't know until you try. There's like greenish valleys here. We'll see if
Green?
it puts me into
Like aliens?
Yeah.
Maybe there are aliens in
Come
this
on,
planet?
baby. This is probably gonna. Oh, the world is currently off limits to visitors. Good call, guys. Very good call, guys. Who called that out? That was Jumble.
So it said that?
So what? Yeah,
Oh,
wait
look at
till you
your
get
stream.
here. I'm boosting straight towards it. Well, I guess I'm still going down. Alien technologies keep me from the planet.
Could be. Maybe that's an friendly alien base.
Whoops. I had everything lined up and then I pressed the wrong button.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
We're going in, boys. Going in.
Just noticed Neptune looks really cool from a distance, huh? Purple, blue.
Yeah, definitely watching some old movies like Black Hole is on the list. Guys, I'm 130k away. You think I'm gonna be able to? Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I guess that's right. All this world is currently off limits to visitors. What happens if you keep going?
Boom.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm seeing something in front of me. What is that? That's kind of weird looking. It's almost like my ship is going backwards. You see how the exhaust is in front of my ship? Isn't that weird?
Huh.
Yeah, it is. It sent my ship backwards. What's going on here? Yeah, if you look at my distance, right, I'm 129, 128, One, and it's pushing me backwards. I'm seeing my own exhaust. Let's see if we can get a better picture of this.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't think the Federation has the abilities to do that. I bet you that is alien influence. Could be wrong.
Okay, one of these buttons releases me from detach camera. Left click. Let's try it. Okay, so the camera's detached. Let me turn the camera a little bit here. Back up some more. Okay, let's detach camera again. Oh, I guess... Yeah, I can't... Oh, no, I guess I can. So the camera's detached here, and like I can't go any farther.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my exhaust is in front of me, like I bounced down, and...
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. Yeah, when I boost, I get down under 129. I get the off limits notice, and then that's it. Well, I guess that's it for the stream. Mace, are you anywhere close by?
Yeah, I'm just above you on the planet, but I just got knocked out of a super cruise like you and didn't pursue it like you did.
Did you get the message?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for the live stream, everybody. Thank you. I want to thank everybody who was in the chat tonight. It was great talking to you all. Love to hear ideas on what you'd like to see us do next week, because I'm leaning towards going to see that alien ship, not the alien ship, the ship that was attacked by the aliens, and maybe a black hole if we have time. If anybody wants to join us, we try to play in Mobius. But if we can't play in Mobius, we're on the Xbox. Then we can always play in my private group, which is auto accepting. So anybody can join my group. So I'd love to have your ships with us out there. As far as the chat, we just need to keep it PG-13, and you're going to have a working mic. So check your mic first, because we don't want to, if you get a lot of static and whatnot, or we get a lot of echo, it's not good. But with that, I want to wish everybody a great night. I want to thank again our Patreon backers, those who used our affiliate links, everybody who's commented on the channel. And before we say goodnight, Mace, you got any final words?
Oh, just diddle everything. Thank you, guys. You really make it a lot more fun to do this. And happy flying. Peace.
All right, guys, Commanders, it's always a good time. Until next time, peace.